Hey, thank you for following the First Middle Church of Christ. We're glad to have you. Hope our messages have been inspiring and encouraging to you in your walk with the Lord. Here at the First Middle Church of Christ, where we celebrate the love of God through our powerful messages, we invite you to join us on our journey of faith and fellowship by connecting with us on our social media platforms. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok to stay updated on our inspirational content. Hey, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can experience our powerful messages that can help you and encourage you in your walk with the Lord. So be sure to pass them along to your family and friends as well. By becoming a part of our online community, your support and donations are greatly appreciated as they help us continue spreading the message of love and faith. You'll have the opportunity to engage with fellow believers and be encouraged in your faith journey and experience the transformative power of God's love through our messages. And together, let's spread the message of love and hope to the world. Join us online and be a part of our growing community as we fellowship, learn, and serve together. Thank you for being a part of our journey as we rock on in the name of Christ. Today's message is called The 5 Wheels of Satan. Now, the 5 wheels of Satan are often referenced in relation to a passage from the book of Isaiah in the Bible, specifically Isaiah 14:12-15. These verses are often interpreted and described as the fall of Lucifer, who is commonly associated with Satan in the Christian theology. The 5 wheels are a way of summarizing the pride and rebellion attributed to Lucifer in the fall. Isaiah 14:12-15 reads that, "How you are fallen from heaven, O shining star, morning of the sun. You have been thrown down to the earth, you who destroyed the nations of the world. For you said to yourself that I will ascend to heaven and set my throne above God's stars. I will preside on the mountains of the gods far away in the north. I will climb to the highest heavens and be like the Most High. Instead, you will be brought down to the place of the dead, down to its lowest depths." Now, the 5 wheels are often listed as following: I will ascend to the heavens. I will raise my throne above the stars of God. I will sit enthroned on the Mount of Assembly, and I will ascend above the tops of the clouds, and I will make myself like the Most High. Now, these statements are often used to illustrate the pride and the desire attributed to Lucifer in the passage, which ultimately leads to his downfall according to the biblical narrative. So let's look at these 5 I wills. Now, the first one is, I will ascend to the heavens. Now, this statement can be associated with the sin of pride. In theological terms, it reflects the sin of aspiring to be equal with or greater than God, a theme often discussed in Christian theology and ethics. Now, the desire to ascend to the heavens represents an act of rebellion against divine order and an attempt to transcend the boundaries established by God, and therefore challenging the sovereignty and authority of the Creator. Now, in modern times, the declaration, I will ascend to the heavens, can be seen as a reflective of human ambition and the pursuit of power, fame, or success without ethical or moral constraints. Now, these ambitions can lead to a relentless quest for personal advancement at the expense of others, potentially resulting in cutthroat competition, exploitation, or unethical behavior. It serves as a cautionary reminder at the dangers of unchecked ambition and the negative impact it can have on individuals and society when pursued without regard for ethical boundaries. And the second one, I will raise my throne above the stars of God. The imaginary of raising one's throne above the stars of God can be interpreted as a symbolic representation of an attempt to surpass the angelic heresy and assume a position superior to that of the celestial beings created by God. This assertion highlights the theological concept of the divine order and the inherent limitations of creative beings in relation to the transcendent and uncreated nature of God. Now, the desires to raise one's throne above the other can manifest in contemporary society as a drive for dominance, control, and superiority. Now, this can be observed in various forms, including authorizationism, oppression, and the abuse of power. Now, when individuals or groups seek to assert their authority over others without accountability or consideration for the well-being of those they seek to dominate, it can lead to widespread injustice, inequality, and the erosion of human dignity. And the third one is I will sit enthroned on the mount of accountability. I will sit enthroned on the mount of assembly. Now, this statement is often associated with the concept of divine governance and the heavenly council, as referred to various passages throughout the Old Testament. Now, the Mount of Assembly can be viewed as a symbol of divine authority and decision-making. And Lucifer's desire to be enthroned there signifies an act of rebellion against the established divine order, challenging the rightful authority of God and seeking to establish his own dominion within the heavenly realm. Now, the statement can be interpreted as a metaphor for the desire to control and influence decision-making processes within social structures. In today's world, it can be reflected in the quest of political power, corporate influence, or leadership positions within various organizations. Now, when individuals or entities prioritize self-interest and the consolidation of power over the common good, it can result in systematic corruption, manipulation, and the distortion of justice, and ultimately undermining the principles of fairness and equality. The next one, I will ascend above the tops of the cloud. The imaginary of ascending above the clouds can be linked to the theological concept of transcendence and the limitation of created beings. This statement reflects Lucifer's desire to surpass the boundaries set by God and obtain a position unparalleled in this, defining the inherent limitations of his created nature. Now, the theological implication includes the contrast between a finite nature and a creative being and the infinite nature of God. The aspiration to ascend above the tops of the cloud may symbolize a relentless pursuit of material wealth, social status, or personal gratification. In contemporary society, this ambition can lead to the prioritization of materialism, consumerism, and self-indulgence at the expense of meaningful values, relationships, and spiritual fulfillment. The relentless pursuit of worldly success without regard to holistic well-being can contribute to social disconnect, alienation, and a lack of fulfillment among individuals. And the last one is, I will make myself like the Most High. The final statement encapsulates the pinnacle of Lucifer's rebellion. It's a direct challenge to the sovereignty and the uniqueness of God. The theological signifies lies in the concept of divine transcendence, emphasizing the incomparable nature of God and the inherent incompatibility of any created being obtaining equality with the Most High. It serves as a poignant illustration of the sin of idolatry and the futility of attempting to upsure the divine progress and attributes that are exclusive to God alone. This declaration embodies the essence of pride and the desire of self-classification. In today's world, it can be observed in the form of narcissism, self-centeredness, and the pursuit of absolute autonomy, without acknowledging the transcendent or moral authorities beyond oneself. When individuals or ideologies seek to supplement or reject transcendent values, it can lead to moral realization, ethical erosion, and the devaluation of human life and dignity. Now, in summary, the I will statements from Isaiah 14:12-15 serves as a cautionary reminder of the dangers of unchecked pride, ambitions, and pursuit of power without ethical or moral constraints. They highlight the potential negative impact these attributes on individuals and society, underscoring the importance of humanity, ethical governance, and a commitment to values that promote the common good and human flourishing.